Hello Pisces, how's everybody doing? Yes, I'm in my pajamas. Yes, my hair is still wet from my bath. I was like, man, I really should try to fix myself up for these videos. And I said, you know what? I am my authentic self. And I think people appreciate authenticity. I would like to say something because I've been addressing this in all of my videos. There is a collective energy of fear. Am I saying do not social distance? Am I saying do not stay informed? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying do not stay safe. But what I am saying is stop feeding the fear. We are a collective energy, and when one person focuses their intention and their energy on something, it manifests. We are a collective energy. All of humanity is one collective consciousness. And so everyone is focused on what they do not want right now. So what is happening? This thing is growing. And understand everything is just one big simulation anyway. But that is enough of my rant for that. Just try to stay positive and focus your energy elsewhere. Find a distraction. Find a book to lose yourself in. I actually look forward to days at home. I like being in the house. I'm so introverted anyway. So, I mean, this is amazing just getting to stay in my house. And I finally have my personal space the way I need it to be, to where I'm comfortable and the energy is really good in my home. So I don't mind being here. It's too many. I need an angel, a romance angel card for my Pisces friends. I'm going to try to get some videos done since I am in the house anyway. And my energy is perfect right now for making a video. That's why I was like, oh, I'm just going to wait till my hair is dry. I'm going to try to, maybe I'll put on a nice sweater or something. Sometimes I'm sitting here, I don't even have pants on. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, I'll just put a cute shirt on. I don't care. I do not give a shit. I'm here to give the messages. I'm not here for a fashion show. And that is what's important to me, is lifting the vibration of the planet, transmuting fears into love. I've been doing a lot of that lately. It is really taking a lot of my energy. That's why I'm so exhausted. That's why I'm in my pajamas. And I said I'm just going to not do anything today. One of my Love Your Inner Goddess cards. Give me a card for my Pisces friends. Give me a card for my Pisces friends. There we go. There's two. Both of those wanted to come out. Clearly, I love energy. So I'm going to give you the current energy update for your situation. Now understand you have all the power, and you can manifest whatever type of situation you want. The spiritual guidance that I channeled this morning was, okay, if there is a divine design for everybody's life, something we chose before we even incarnated here, how is it that we have co-creative abilities, that we can create? Do we have free will? Yes, we do, but to the extent that it is in alignment with the bigger picture. And once you align more to your soul and get out of your ego, that purpose and that divine design for your life will become more clear. All right, I want energy oracle cards. And how do you align more to your soul? By recognizing you are not your thoughts, but you are the observer of your thoughts. And becoming more conscious and becoming more aware. Consciousness is soul. And the way that I gauge it is, if I'm trying to do something, I can't get that card. If I am in that energy of control, of trying to do it, trying to fix it myself, I'm in my ego. If I'm sitting back and I have a relaxed energy and I'm practicing being and being free of my mind, that is soul. That is the difference. And that is my rant for today. One more energy oracle card. Actually, I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to do my fortune telling deck. Understand, I'm not a fortune teller. I am giving the energy and allowing you to work with it and take what resonates. Only take what resonates. All right, give me one of these little fortune telling cards. I can't remember the name of this deck. I'm so past names and labels anymore. It doesn't even matter to me anymore. It is what it is. And these are what they are. All right, so the first card that we have is Three of Cups, Reunion. So basically the energy that I'm getting with this card is this is something standing in your way of manifesting love in your life. This can be addiction. And an addiction comes in many different forms. It can be overworking, it can be overeating. Anything that you're attached to. Addiction is nothing more than attachment in the physical world. And so that is really what is coming between you and having the love that you want right now, is this attachment. Because when you're in the energy of attachment, you cannot form healthy relationships. And so the message that's coming through right now is until you actually do something about this, you are going to keep attracting the same type of situations that you have been, because they're here to teach you. If you want to have a higher vibrational connection or relationship, you're going to have to get out of this energy of codependency, of feeling like a lot of times we get involved with somebody and we're like, it's that crazy love. You know, you bicker, you fight, you know, you have jealousy, you know, you have fears. It's real fear-based. And you break up to make up. And this is what you have been considering love. And that is the reason why you keep aligning to it. But once, you know, and I'm getting for some of you that you might even be in a connection right now, and you're expecting it to look like that, like it has in the past. But it's more, the foundation is more friendship than anything else. And so you're missing, trying to put the energy into words. You're missing this connection that you have with this other person because you're expecting it to look like all of the others. That's the only way I can describe it. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Now, if you are in a relationship, this is going to happen. If you have not yet met this person, which I'm feeling like for a lot of you, you have, that maybe this is even a friend. But because it doesn't look like you expect it to look, you are missing out. It's like you are disregarding it. The Fool. This card is asking you to take a leap of faith. Stop doubting. Let go of your insecurities. Live fearlessly for once. What would be the harm in living fearlessly of just taking a big plunge and saying, fuck it? I mean, look at how many times you've been hurt anyway. Haven't you been hurt a bunch of times? Did it kill you? And think about the times that you were hurt. And think about, had you not been so worried about being hurt, if you had not been so focused on it, if you had let down your guards and let down your walls and let that person in, even if you would have gotten hurt, it would have been more meaningful. Daughter of the Sacred Heart. Every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. This card is asking you to release the past. You are stuck in the past. It's like you're stuck in a time loop. And a time loop is something that keeps happening over and over again the same exact way. And the reason why is because you're stuck in the past, and you've been in that victim mode so long where you expect things to go wrong that, guess what? That's what you keep repeating. It's like wash, rinse, repeat. And you're not conscious of it. And until you become conscious of it, it just keeps playing in the background like a broken record. Fearless, shaman of skulls. I love skulls. Everyone who knows me knows I'm like really into skulls. I love skulls. It says fearless. And that is exactly what I was talking about. And this is to clarify that Fool card of taking a plunge. Even if you get hurt, if you live fearlessly, if you are vulnerable, if you are open, if you let another person in, even if you get hurt. And for one thing, it's not even so much about hurt, because once you release the attachment, there is no pain. Have a relationship with somebody, and do not confuse attachment with love. Relationships and connections should be fluid, and there is freedom in love. I've said this every day. Four of Wands, reward. Somebody's on a twin flame journey. And I don't talk about twin flames much anymore. I've been on a twin flame journey, but it is disgraceful to both polarities of my soul to discuss it. But if you are on a twin flame journey, I will say this to you. You need more self-love, because this is the only thing that you cannot consciously manifest, because it is your same energy as the other polarity of your soul. And the only way to navigate this journey is by understanding it's not about romance. It's about your ascension and self-love. Focus on yourself and your growth and make it about that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. As like I said, I've even released the label. Like, I don't watch videos. I don't talk about it anymore. So the fact that I just mentioned it, that was specifically for somebody. Free will, sovereignty, independence, free spirit. Become the love that you are seeking. If you want, and I'm feeling for a lot of you, you want this freedom. You don't want to be tied down. You don't want the normal constraints. And humanity is ascending like never before. These lower vibrational fear-based relationships that used to be acceptable are no longer resonating with us. We want something higher vibrational. And you know what? When you allow somebody space and freedom, you're not accusing them, you're not expecting the worst from them, guess what? That attracts them like flies to honey. That is such an attractive energy. That is the energy you need to be in. Because isn't that what you want? Because I'm getting, there's like two parts here. A lot of you have been scared to really commit and to be in a relationship because you're scared you're going to lose your freedom. But then as soon as you get involved with someone else, you try to do the same thing to them. So become the love that you are seeking. That message is specific for somebody. Ten of Swords, endings. Whatever cycles you've been stuck in, those are coming to an end. That whole cycle of being a victim, of expecting things to go badly, this cycle is ending. Why? Because you're conscious of it now. You're aware of it. And you are going to start manifesting bigger and better things in your life. When I first started ascending, really ascending, and understand, the ego wants to say, oh, I'm there, I've arrived, but the journey is the destination. I quit doing my readings for a while because I did not know how I was going to be a tarot card reader, fortune teller, knowing what I know about how we actually create our own reality. We're living in a simulated universe. That's how souls experience humanity. Being human is we simulate it. But I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give the energy and I'm going to give guidance because there is love in this reading. And like I said, there is somebody who you are missing out on because you expect this to look like all of your other connections, and it is not. It's a higher vibrational situation. And just because it's not filled with all the fears and the jealousy and the fights and all this and that does not mean that it's not love. In fact, it's more love than all of your other connections that you've had before. So do not miss out on this because you expect it to look like everything else. Madness, ecstatic ritual, energy release. Anxiety is nothing more than non-presence. I'm getting for a lot of you that you are experiencing anxiety right now. And there's a lot of reason to feel anxious. Look at what all's going on in the world. And like I said, it's an energy of fear that's growing. And it's really hard to get away from. But anxiety is nothing more than non-presence. Because when you are present in the current moment, the very current moment that you're in right now, there is no anxiety. Because you're not dwelling on the past, you're not worried about the future. You're being present. So anxiety is nothing more than non-presence because I'm sensing a lot of anxiety in this reading over not having any money right now. Some of you might have lost your jobs. But the message that's coming through is that you knew in the back of your mind that where you were working at or what you were doing was not fulfilling your soul. And now you're going to be more aligned to something that actually is for you. And I'm getting for a lot of you that you'll be able to help others. More of a soul's mission. I'm getting that where you worked at before was very lower vibrational, maybe a lot of gossip, a lot of bickering, a lot of backstabbing. And you were removed from that environment for a reason. When relationships and jobs and things no longer work out, it has nothing to do with us personally. We fall out of energetic alignment with things, and then we hold on to them too long because we have that attachment and that fear of loss. So I'm getting that that's a lot of it, but it was time. We have the Two of Wands, vision. Focus right now on what you want. Really do some soul searching and decide what it is that would make your heart sing. Something you always wanted to do. Maybe even some of you want to go back to school. Maybe you wanted to go to school. Maybe you were good in school. Maybe you were discouraged. Maybe you were talked into going into a trade instead, and there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe you always wanted to pursue academics. Or vice versa. Maybe you pursued academics and you always wanted to trade. Maybe you wanted to cut hair. Maybe you wanted to be a plumber. Maybe you wanted to be a mechanic and you let your parents talk you into what you wanted to do. Now's the time to do exactly what it is that you want to do and stop trying to please others. Start living authentically. That is how you align to what is for you, by living authentically. Storm warning. There's going to be a lot of tower moments for you along the way. There already have been. But understand these are nothing more than growing pains, and these have to happen right now. So try not to judge them and try not to focus on them too much, because the more energy you focus on things that are happening right now, the longer they stick around because you are feeding into it. So whatever happens, just tell yourself, you know what, whatever's happening right now is happening for a reason. It's being divinely guided, even if I can't see it right now, and accept it. Ten of Pentacles, luck. You have lived your whole life off of luck and wondered how is this that I am so lucky? Am I luckier than other people? No, it's because you've always had a certain amount of enlightenment and consciousness as to how these things work. And you knew that if you focused your intention on something and just enough energy, it would show up in your physical world. And you called it luck. But it was not by chance. It was not by fate. That was your consciousness. And so now you can tap into that and you can expand on it and grow it. That's beautiful. We have the message card. Now this could be that you're actually going to receive a real message from somebody real soon. If you've been expecting a message, this could be hearing about employment opportunities. If you are waiting on an interview, this could be someone that you've been wanting to hear from. But I'm also getting that there's a lot of you that really needed to hear these messages that I said here today. That is the bigger picture, and you need to always look at the bigger picture. Do you want a piece of the pie or do you want the whole pie? So sometimes things that are happening, you have to look at them and you have to really put them in perspective in order to be able to get the whole pie. Whereas if you, for instance, fall into lower vibrations of, why is this happening to me? I've got to fix it. I've got to make it better. Or I don't want to lose this person. Or why don't I do this? Or why don't I do that? You're missing out on the whole pie instead of trusting and having faith that what is for you will find you and you don't have to do anything to receive it. Because the ego wants to do and the soul just is. So that's how you can gauge where you are living your life from. If you're living your life authentically from your soul or from your conditioned ego. Thank you for watching. If you would like to have a personal reading, they are $25 right now. The Cash App and PayPal. I will send you your very own video link. It'll be private. No one will see it but you and I. So thank you for watching.